In today's video, I will compare this Yamaha DGX-670 against the Korg XE20. As at the time of this video, both of these digital pianos sell for the exact same price. I've owned the Korg XE20 for about 8 months and the Yamaha DGX-670 for about 4 months. I bought and paid for these keyboards with my own money, and I will give you my brutally honest, independent and unbiased comparison. Let's start with the key action. Both the XE20 and DGX-670 come with 88 full-size weighted and graded hammer action keys, but both these piano keys feel significantly different. The DGX-670 has heavier action while the XE20 has a lighter action. However, the price you pay for the heavier action is noisier keys. The keys of the DGX-670 are audibly louder than the keys on the XE20. In my opinion, both key actions are equally good, and which digital piano you choose is a matter of preference and playing style. Yamaha included a red felt liner at the top of the keys to keep out dust, which the XE20 doesn't have. You should also note that the Yamaha DGX-670 has 5 velocity curves compared to the Korg XE20, which has 4 velocity curves. Next, let's talk about the default piano voice. These are, after all, digital pianos. The DGX-670 features their flagship Yamaha CFX grand piano, whereas the XE20 contains a German and an Italian piano. Korg is unable to tell us which exact piano they sample from due to licensing issues. Both pianos have key-off samples, but those on the DGX-670 are significantly more detailed as the volume of the key-off samples can be configured. Yamaha has more detailed multi-samples for each note, as the DGX-670 has 256 notes of polyphony, whereas the Korg XE20 has just 120 notes of polyphony. You should note that the 120 notes of polyphony only apply to the Italian and German piano voices. The remaining voices on the XE20 are limited to 64 notes of polyphony. Most of the piano voices on the DGX-670 come with Yamaha's virtual resonance modeling, where you can configure the amount of string and damper resonance. From what my ears can hear, the sounds on the DGX-670 are more detailed and have greater depth. Both these pianos support half pedaling as well as an option for a triple pedal unit, but you can still plug in a single damper pedal if you do not want to spend money on a triple pedal system. I don't like the proprietary connector on the pedal included with the XE20, unlike the DGX, which uses a standard 1/4-inch pedal input. Thankfully, Korg included an additional 1/4-inch pedal input on the rear panel for use with an additional pedal. On the Korg XE20, the pedal can only be used to sustain notes or act as an expression pedal. This is in stark contrast to the DGX-670. Every pedal on the DGX-670 can be configured to trigger more than 40 different functions. One feature I absolutely adore on the DGX-670 is Yamaha's Piano Room. With a single press of the grand piano-shaped button, the DGX-670 isolates you from all its arranger bells and whistles distilling the piano playing experience to only those features that matter. I have more information and the current prices of these two digital arranger pianos in the description below. Do check it out after this video. Looking from a distance, you get a strong hint that the DGX-670 is technologically superior. You simply cannot ignore Yamaha's large, full-color display, which is twice as big as the XE20 monochrome screen. The DGX display presents so much more information and gives me a highly visual representation of any parameters I need to tweak. For example, on the XE20, I need both hands in order to adjust the volume of a voice. The XE20 also doesn't show me a mixer view of all the parts' volume. On the DGX, with a single press of the mixer button, I get an overview of every volume part. Adjusting the volume mix is an easy single finger job. Let's talk about the voices on these two keyboards. The Korg XE20 with more than 705 voices has at least 100 more voices than the Yamaha DGX-670. The XE20 can also layer up to 3 upper layer voices, whereas the DGX-670 gives me only 2 voice layers. In my opinion, on its own, the sounds in the XE20, which is from Korg's legacy PA50 keyboards, isn't bad, but the super articulation and VRM sounds on the DGX-670 from Yamaha's flagship PSR SX keyboards just sounds richer, thicker, and more detailed. In addition, the DGX has significantly more DSP effects and voice edit capabilities than the XE20. The lack of a pitch bend wheel on the XE20, which the DGX has, will be a deal breaker for those who play more than piano sounds. To find out more about my recommended digital pianos, keyboards, and music learning apps, you should check out the description below after this video. These two keyboards are arranger digital pianos, and playing along with rhythm accompaniment styles should be a big reason why you buy these keyboards. The Yamaha DGX-670 comes with 263 styles and the XE20 comes with 280 styles right out of the box. Although the DGX comes with fewer styles, you can download thousands of additional third-party styles from the internet onto a USB stick. In the same way, Korg releases hundreds of free new bonus styles every year, which you can also load onto your XE20. One advantage the DGX has over the XE20 is the DGX-670 has 3 intros and 3 endings, whereas the XE20 has 2 intros and 2 endings. The XE20 has 2 rhythm fills, whereas the DGX has 4 rhythm fills. The additional intro, ending, and rhythm fills definitely give me greater flexibility when playing. Further, the DGX inherits the adaptive, unison, and accent style features found on Yamaha's flagship PSR SX keyboards. These features improve one complaint keyboardists have about arranger keyboards, and that is, accompaniment can sound like a repetitive drum machine. With Yamaha's adaptive unison and accent style features, each bar of accompaniment can have small subtle differences, adding to the dynamics of your playing. I miss these features when I play on my XE20. If you want a personalized style, the DGX now comes with a style creator. You can easily edit existing styles or create from scratch your very own signature accompaniments, a big selling point for the DGX-670. If you're new to playing keyboards with chords and rhythm accompaniment, my beginner keyboard course will be perfect for you. Do check it out at jeremyc.com after this video. With hundreds of voices and rhythm styles, having adequate registration memory slots to store your own settings is important. The Korg XE20 gives me 40 registration memory slots, which sounds like a lot. Except the DGX-670 allows me to save and uniquely name an unlimited number of registration memory for quick recall both internally as well as onto a USB stick, while the Korg XE20 allows you to bulk dump the entire 40 registration memory as a set list onto a USB stick. The process of loading and saving registrations is clunky. Next, let's talk about song recording. On the XE20, you get a 12-track MIDI recorder. However, one flaw this recorder has is it doesn't allow you to record one track at a time. You have to record the entire style playing all at once onto the 12 tracks and then tediously erase and overdub the voice layers. It isn't a true multi-track recorder. The Yamaha DGX-670 has a dedicated 16-track sequencer with advanced features such as punch-in, punch-out, quantization, and channel-level event editing. In addition, the DGX has an audio recorder, which the XE20 doesn't have. While both these keyboards can play back audio files on a USB stick, the XE20 only has a playback feature. The Yamaha DGX-670, on the other hand, can time stretch, pitch shift, and voice cancel the audio playback. Very useful features when playing audio backing tracks. In addition, the DGX can also stream backing tracks via wireless Bluetooth, a feature the XE20 lacks. Thankfully, both these keyboards can transmit and receive MIDI and audio via the USB port, doing away with the need to buy an external audio interface if you intend to record audio to your computer.
Will be my guide, hold me closely to his side, with love and strength for each new day. He will make a way.
For those who sing, the DGX comes with a microphone input as well as a whole bunch of mic effects to sweeten your vocals. The XE20 does not have a microphone input. The Korg XE20 has 3 advantages over the DGX-670 if you intend to gig with it. You get stereo quarter-inch outputs on the XE20, whereas the only audio output on the DGX is the headphones jack. The XE20 is also half the weight of the DGX while sporting amplifiers that packs 3 times more power. Unfortunately, the speaker cover on the XE20 is fabric, which is a dust and firm magnet and damages easily if you are not careful. The DGX has metal speaker covers. In conclusion, unless you are a hardcore fan of Korg's sounds and styles as at the time of this video, the Yamaha DGX-670 gives much greater value for the same price as the XE20. Don't forget to check out the description below for more information, latest prices, and my list of recommended pianos, keyboards, and music learning apps. I hope this review is helpful to you. My name is Jeremy C, and I'll see you in my next video.